Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on another team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So SMU's offense is on the field for the first time today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting...
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Give to the back. Midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Mustangs are on the move. To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Shakes off the defender. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blackburn. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's McClain. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off play action on first down. Now sliding to his left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Singleton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give to Davis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go filling.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
The short hands, it's Knight. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And the Mustangs are rolling down the field. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the Heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the returner is stopped. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The give to the back. Finds a little space. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Handoff from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're not into threes, they want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this one is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Throwing right. Got a man. It's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the catch. It's Hall. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hall. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Makes a grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. A 42-yarder from the left hash. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up. You told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On the option. Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And here comes the offense on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Jackson will throw. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Give to the running back. There he goes. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Fires to the big fella, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw it. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet. And you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Grabbed behind the line. It's McClain. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the Heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The pitch. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Jackson will throw. With the catch, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll pull them back to within 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad...
Touchdown, SMU! Stealing a score on special teams. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to... They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Hall. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room. It's Spillman. Turning it on. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Calls his own number. Makes a man miss. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes in between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Jackson will throw. Got the quick pass. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on second down. He's taking the deep shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Pressure coming, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
I think some people will get upset. What are you doing? Why are you throwing the football away? I'm in field goal range. I take a sack, it makes it a harder field goal. This is a great job by the quarterback, understanding the situation and throwing the football away.
That's now the 2nd missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got a man, it's Davis. Plows through the defense. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. And he's just going to spike it.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McLean. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Flushed out of the pocket. It's a fumble. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much if they turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason.